Dustin Self was born and raised in Piedmont, Oklahoma, just northwest of Oklahoma City. He decided he wanted to go live in the wild. His family believed this was due to his obsession with the Hollywood film Into the Wild, which is about the true story of Christopher McCandless, who gives up a promising career to go live off in the wilds of Alaska. Christopher would ultimately die in the wilds of Alaska. So about a year after Dustin's high school graduation, he was 19 years old, it was March of 2013, and he finally felt like he was ready to go live out this dream of living in the wild. And so he told his family he was going to go on this cross-country road trip, stopping at different points along the way, living out in the woods. Dustin heads out on this road trip and nobody hears from him until March 15th when he calls his parents and says, "I'm in this tiny town called Fields, Oregon, and I'm at a gas station. Everything's going great, nothing to worry about." The very next day, Dustin called his ex-girlfriend and told her he was lost on a mountain. He was talking about this mountain he was lost on, and he was referencing that there were people that were after him, and it was just very confusing. And before she could get any more clarifying information from Dustin, he hung up, and then she couldn't get back in touch with him. The police did not have a great idea of where to start looking for him because Dustin did not specify to his ex-girlfriend what mountain he was actually lost on. All they had was his last known location, which was that gas station in Fields, Oregon. So they went to that gas station and he wasn't there. And so after that, they just had to wait for more leads to come in because they couldn't just, search all the mountains in Oregon for Dustin. They would never find him. A month later, after no one's heard from Dustin, a ranch hand who was living in a very rural section of Oregon, not far from the gas station in Fields, Oregon, discovered Dustin's truck parked precariously on the edge of this road inside of a canyon. There was a comprehensive search done around where the truck had been found, but after a couple of days, nothing had been found and the search was terminated. The area around where Dustin's truck was found was very hilly and rocky, but there weren't that many trees, which meant if you were standing on one of the different mountains in the area, you'd be able to very easily look out and actually see a road. 6 months later, a hunter was up in those mountains near where Dustin's truck was found, and as he was walking through, he thought he saw a deer, and he was kind of stalking through these trees, and he gets to an opening where he looks down and he stops, because underneath the bush is an obviously dead man not wearing any clothes, who's on his hands and knees, and it looks like his head is stuck in the ground. It looks like this guy must have pushed his head into a hole in the ground before he succumbed to whatever killed him. Police show up, they search the area, and they find a jacket nearby, inside of which is a wallet that contains Dustin's ID cards, as well as Dustin's car keys. His father would say, "I just don't understand why he didn't seek shelter in his vehicle. It was parked on the road, he wasn't that far away." Investigators would say there was no indication Dustin was trying to hurt himself, and foul play was ruled out. The only thing that could be determined was that Dustin probably died of hypothermia because of the state his body was in from decomposition. The coroner said, "We don't know for sure."